Today, Kenya Union of Domestic Hotels and Education Institutions Hospitals, which was formed in 1951, is celebrating its 8th year of continuous year of going to give thanks to God in the church. We are believers of God, and we know with God everything is possible. As a result of that, today the Friday, all the union members and staff are assembled here to say thanks. Our motto for this year is it has to start with us. It will never start from outside. It has to start with Kudeya as a member of the staff to give service. As a member of the staff to get and to beget for the rights. As a member of the staff to realize any change, any impact which has to begin, it has to begin somewhere, and it has to begin with an individual. And this individual must be at the staff of the union. Therefore, our thanksgiving is God has given us the opportunity to serve. God has given us an environment to serve. God has given us a government to serve. But besides that, we're also saying, as a beginning of a change, and the change beginning with us, it has to begin with everybody. This country needs a change, a new beginning. And this beginning is a change which must begin from the top to the lowest paid, to the person, to the teacher, to the MP, and above all, to anybody in position, so that the change can have a positive impact. As we talk about BBI, bridging initiative, we are not going to achieve much if the change we are anticipating is not going to begin from the politicians. It's not going to begin from the teachers. It's not going to begin from the farmers. It's not going to begin from the pastors. No, it has to begin with us. Therefore, brothers and sisters and Kenyans, let's take this opportunity to have a change, and have a change which is positive. Let us stop corruption. We must have a day where we have to say corruption must stop from today to each one of us. Let us not wait for anybody. Let us not wait for the president to talk about it. But at the same time, as we do that, we must also recognize that the Kenyans and the life we are living in and the salaries they are getting in Kenya is peanuts. Minimum salary in Kenya is already overtaken. And we are wondering, how on earth can Kenyan citizens continue having a minimum wage of only measure 13,000 shillings per month? You as an employer, you as the government, it is the high time we have to shift. A very quick shift from minimum wage to a living wage. So that all of us can stop being corrupt. We cannot stop corruption if we have an MD who is getting 126 million shillings per month, and we have a domestic worker who is only getting 6,000 shillings. We have the same shop, the same public transport, the same fuel, the same clothing, the same supermarket. Surely, are we not oppressing the already oppressed people? Therefore, we are calling to the government and to everybody, let us have a change of beginning, that the salaries we are getting we are paying our people, whether it is a union member, whether he is not a union member, is a minimum wage, a salary which can be able to assure that person a decent living. Lastly, we are asking the government to give us the best environment so that the investors in Kenya can be able to invest. We want to create a bigger cake. We want to create a bigger picture that Kenya is the best country where investors can come to invest. But we are wondering, how are we going to give that an opportunity if corruption, what we are seeing in the media, we are only talking corruption, including buying arms in the country of Kenya? What about dams? What about buying matatus? What is happening with the Kenya Ports Authority? What is happening with the collective bargaining agreements which are negotiated? It is high time we put into systems a change where positive impact to all Kenyans, including a student, can have a benefit. The fees which we are paying in our secondary schools is enormous. Today, I'm surprised. One of our national schools, and I mentioned it, here and there, you find that a national school is charging 100,000 shillings. How will a child of a peasant farmer be educated in a national school? We are calling it free. We are calling it whatever we are calling it. I wish we said that we are able to raise this amount of money rather than cheating the Kenyans that we have free secondary schools education. Let us have a change, and the change must begin with us. It will not start from elsewhere. It will not start from England. It will not start from America. The change will begin in the Kenyans and Kenyans alone. We are asking His Excellency, lead us in changing the country. The MPs, political people, change the direction. Stop corruption. Stop only mere talking. Make a decision, have an impact of our Kenyans. Kwa hayo machache, naweza kusema ya kwamba ni